Hello, welcome back. In the previous part we have added or rendered stickers. Now in this part we are going to add on send message. So what happened when we send message to our current peer user? So as we know that in sending message we have to deal with two different arguments. First argument is the data, whether this data is simple text, whether it is sticker or a photo. So 0 type means we are sending text message, type 2 means we are sending sticker, or type 3 means we are sending photo. So we need to go above and create this function, right on send message. This is going to be arrow function. In here we will receive content and type. Okay, then we'll write if this dot state dot is show sticker and type is equals to 2, then this dot set state is show stickers is equals to false. So we are checking if we are sending sticker and which has a type 2, then we are just setting our state with false. So if I go to my developed project, in here we are dealing with date. So date is handled by npm moment. We can write npm moment, go to moment npm. So we can add with JavaScript date library for parsing, validating, manipulating and formatting dates. Copy this to clipboard, go back in here inside your terminal and paste it. So React Movement is installed. Go to package.json and Movement is here. Go live chat and import movement from movement. Okay, now we can use a timestamp. So inside on send message we will write first if content dot trim is empty, then return nothing. Okay, just return. Otherwise go in here constant and we will write timestamp, give it movement dot value of and then dot to string. So we need to convert our date into string. Okay, so then we need to create an object so that we can update our message inside Firebase. So if I go to my developed project and my developed project Firebase, so for now inside the project that we are currently developing, we have just users document present. We do not have messages as in case of my developed project. So inside messages we will talk about these two documents later on. First go to the last message that we are going to add in here. We are going to add content. We are going to add id from, means who is sending the message, and id2 who is going to receive the message, and timestamp. And you can see timestamp is now in string and the type is 0 because this is the text message. And one more thing, we are going to create this document message, or this particular document has a unique ID which is as same as your timestamp, because we are going to do it while sending the message. Just like go in here and type. Now we can first type constant and item, and you can write item message, and in here we are going to type id from this dot current user ID because I am going to send message, so ID from is that current user ID. ID2 is going to be this dot current peer user dot ID, and current peer user is coming inside with props, and then we are going to write time stamp that's like in here. Okay, we are writing it timestamp and we have to write it here. Okay, and then content is equal to content dot trim. We need to trim our content, and then type is equal to type, just like this document, content ID from ID2 timestamp and type. Okay, now we need to update this item message object inside our Firebase. So write Firebase, go and see we have imported it here. Okay, write Firebase dot firestore and dot collection. You can write messages dot doc. We need to write this dot, and then we need to create this dot group chat ID, but for now we just create it with empty this dot group chat ID. For now it is null, and when we're gonna update this group chat ID, for example in here, when we click on this Robert Johnson, then this live chat component, whole component, is going to run. So we want to run this component did mount so that it will automatically get and fetch data from this Firebase into this live chat component. Okay, but for now, on sending message, there should be a group chat ID which is specific to this Robert Johnson. Okay, so we need to pass it in here. Go above, group chat ID. Okay, and dot collection. We need to pass same this dot group chat ID. Okay, and then place this document with timestamp. Okay, remember we are creating collection messages first. So go inside here, inside my developed project. Okay, so first it will create this messages document if it is not present already. If it is present, then it will place this document with the group chat ID. Remember, if I hover over this, then you can see it will display the peer user ID and the current user ID, and you can see dash in between them. Okay, so we are creating this document with the group chat ID. That means we need to add group chat ID with both of the IDs, with current peer user ID and the current user ID. And if I go to my project in here, inside inspect and console, I am logging the current user ID. Okay, so this is current user ID starting with YA, and if I go to in here, so this is the current user ID, and we are giving it the current peer user ID. So this is the group chat. If you go in here, so this is the group chat ID, and we are creating first messages and then we are creating document. Go in here, and then we are creating document with the group chat ID, same name, and then we are creating collection with the same name, so that with the same name of this collection, just like this name. And if you click on this, we are creating the document with the timestamp on which the particular messages is sent. So in here we are creating the document with the timestamp, and then we'll write dot set and we'll give it item message. If I click on timestamp, then we are setting our item message. Okay, and then callback function, we will write arrow function in here. We will set this dot set state, and we will give it input value is empty, and we'll give it empty value. So if I go in here after sending message in here, okay, so this state should be deleted with empty string. Okay, so this is particularly for sending text messages, and with this our onSend message function is completed. Let's have a quick break, and then we will be talking about our get list user. In the next function we will be getting all of those messages from our Firebase. So let's have a quick break here.